The eThekwini Municipality says a water compartment is being flushed out at a reservoir in Verulam, north of Durban. This follows the discovery of human remains in it yesterday. Police divers were called in when workers discovered a skeleton. For more on this story, I'm joined by ENCA reporter Dasan Tatia. Dasan, so a skeleton probably means that these remains have been there quite a while. Tell us a little bit more about this gruesome discovery.
Well, Andre, let's just let that sink in for a second. A skeleton found in a water supply. It really is. It's just really disgusting, and that's how residents here in Verulam feel as well. I want to give you a sense of what this reservoir looks like. So this applies not just the Trennans Park area, but also several areas around where I am at the moment. This is the gate that leads into this reservoir. When we got here early this morning, it was locked, but there was no sign of security. And I couldn't help but wonder, how would someone get a body into the reservoir? So all I did was I walked around and walked over here to the fence and saw that there was a gaping hole that one could very easily slip into. And this is along the perimeter of this reservoir, which really is, this fence is responsible for guarding the water supply for thousands of residents in this area. Now, the municipality has since arrived, and they have been accompanied by security officials as well while they now drain out one of those tanks. This was a discovery that was made yesterday, and it was the police search and rescue divers that were called in to take that skeleton out of the reservoir. And that's when community members also came to know exactly what was happening. Now, that's where I'm going to at the moment. I was talking to this gentleman here a little bit earlier. He lives across the road. Roy, you said that you were here when police were taking that body out, or rather the remains out.
Yes.
How did you react?
So, in fact, we had the whole community, you can say quite a few of them, and our reaction was very sad and bad because everybody was shocked because we were consuming the water. We didn't know how long the body was in there. And most of the people, as he has said, his wife has complained and she's a dialysis patient. And I too, as I stand here, I'm sitting for 2 weeks at the dialysis system. And the lady that came in down there, who is a nurse, gave me the very similar situation. And this water problem is right from 2013. We have gone to many meetings. I've gone to the Ottawa department and spoke to the seniors down there. We have gone to the meeting on October 29th, and we spoke to the seniors down there. They'll do something now, but yet nothing has been done. It's never gone any better. It was getting worse.
Now, Roy, you live literally across the road here, so you would be able to say if this reservoir is guarded.
Never. The only time when it was guarded, when the construction was working, when they had the containers, to guard the containers and their presence were there. After that, nothing. And many occasions, we told them, you know what, this is a very important place. There's water. We need securities. Why are you not pleased? When I spoke to many plumbers, I go and sit and talk to them about the situation that we are placed in. Because me, on a daily basis, I got everything in writing with reference numbers. Why are you not putting securities? And, you know, in this situation, I can know.
Is there regular maintenance that's done on this reservoir?
I don't think so. That is what they always say, because of the old infrastructure with the pipings that's aging, and this is the story. They always gave us stories. But when I went and spoke in the Ottawa department to Mr. Patrick Peary, he's a senior engineer, then he told me, no, give me a week and we'll make a difference. The difference was nothing any better, but instead was.
And just lastly, before I leave you, what is it that you want to hear now? What kind of response do you want to see from the municipality?
In fact, we go to the water crisis every day. Every weekend we don't get water. If I got 15 minutes water on a Saturday, that's something, and maybe half an hour on a Sunday. Every holiday, Christmas Day, New Year's Day, going years, as I have told you, and we are going through this. As it is, we don't have water. And I like you to video that, where the people see the residents down here don't get even 1/3 of the water. They pay 5 times the bills. Because when you go to the municipality office, you must pay, or we cut. The people fight. The people are bothering. We are pensioners. What do we do with that money that we get? That money is not enough to fit the bill. What do we eat?
Thank you very much, Roy. Andy, that's one of the residents here in this area, and it's the similar sentiment that we're getting from others that have spoken to us. Some of them are saying that over the past few weeks and the past few months that they've also experienced certain illnesses. There was a lady that we spoke to earlier that said a few members of her family had also had diarrhea, and they were wondering what could have caused this, and they now suspect that it could be related to contaminated water that may have been in that reservoir. And just to come back to your original question, Andy, I had spoken to a senior police officer who I'd asked that question to about how long a body like this could have been lying in that water, and he says that just based on his experience, and not specifically talking about this incident, but he estimates that it could have been over a month. And I guess that then calls into question how much maintenance is being done on this reservoir. I'm hoping we can get those questions answered when I speak to someone from the eThekwini Municipality a little later this afternoon.
Dazen, just to conclude, we understand that the water supply has been cut while that compartment is being drained. Are the residents affected being provided with alternative water sources?
That's right. So the water supply has been cut off for now. They say that this is almost a regular situation in this area. They see water cuts very often, but this time it's related to the maintenance that's being done on the reservoir. The municipality has said in a statement that water tankers will be provided and residents will be able to access that water. Just from this morning and in the time that we've been here, we haven't seen that yet, but we hope that they will be given some of that water during later on this day and maybe tomorrow as well.
Right, thank you very much. Reporter Dazen Tatia coming to us from Verulam, and we hope to get an update once he's made contact with police and the eThekwini Municipality.